After my recording today, I'm going to Harry Potter trivia night at the local card and games shop, and my sister was like, what do you know about Harry Potter? And I was like, absolutely nothing, actually. My job on the team is to sit there and look pretty, be the resident himbo pretty boy while everybody else uses their brain. Hi YouTube, this is Teddy back in Roller Coaster Tycoon Classic. Today we're doing Factory Capers, and I absolutely hate this one. This is one of the Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 scenarios that I've played before, and I bombed it the first time I played it, so I'm not looking forward to doing it again. The goal is to have 1,100 guests in your park at the end of October Year 3 with a park rating of 600. We've done that before. That goal is not unattainable. However, I had a hard time with it the first time I did it because I didn't really understand advertisements worked and that kind of stuff. Also, I know that this is a pay for entry park instead of a pay for the rides park, so it's a little bit harder to make money and relies on consistently getting new guests to come into your park. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. So here is our Factory Capers. All of this scenery can actually be deleted to get you more money. However, I'm not actually gonna do that. I don't want to delete it, partly because I don't want to build my own scenery. If the roller coasters run into the scenery, then we'll leave it. If the roller coasters go through the buildings at all, we can have them automatically delete the scenery, but we're not going to delete any scenery on our own to make more money. We're going to try to rely on just the loan and guests coming in and stuff. So first, let's take out our loan. Alright, now we can go ahead and start expanding our park. Let's see what we've got. I want to build a flat ride first, right by the entrance. Just give them something to come into and look at. So we're going to put this Ferris wheel right here. Hell yeah. Okay, we're going to put the space entrance on our rides in this park, I think, because that's nice and like factory-ish. Also, I thought of the best name for the Ferris wheel. We're going to call it the Industrial Revolution. Alright, we've got our one ride up. And now let's put in some stalls. We actually have food unlocked in this park. We have a lot of food, actually, like a ton. Oh, and we have a cash machine. That's great. This is the first scenario where we've actually had a cash machine. So we're going to put one of those up. We'll put it right at the park entrance because some guests will spawn with just the price for the park entrance. Guests always have 4 different amounts of money that they spawn with. And you can only really charge for the pay-per entrance park the minimum that the guests spawn with. But then when they come into the park, they don't have any money to spend and they go home sooner because they're out of cash. So having a cash machine up is good for that. My mother called right when I started recording, so I set up our food stalls back here. I've got a burger and some drinks and some chicken up here, and then I also set up the motion simulator and ran the advertisement. So now we have actual people coming into the park, and we have a first aid room in this one, so guests who get nauseous and stuff can go to the first aid room. I'll put it right there. I was gonna put it like raised up. I was gonna put it on this 20-foot path, but I'm like, that would be mean. Like, make them climb the stairs to get to the first aid. So there we go. All right, now we've got some coasters unlocked that I want to build. So yeah, I want to do probably a mine ride, I think, because I don't remember building one of those. Maybe I have, but I don't know. So we'll do one of those. I was concerned because that roller coaster didn't have a lift hill, so I was like, it doesn't have a lift hill. How do we do this? It's a powered launch. I got to erase my umbrellas because it started raining. Okay, so now we're gonna do the ride, the mine ride. All right. Okay, I was worried about it getting up some of the hills and stuff, but no, that looks good. It looks like 5.05 excitement rating and 4.49 intensity rating. That is a weird coaster. That's very interesting. Okay, I did not hate that at all. Very small, very simple, but we don't have a ton of money right now, so that's why. This is a mine ride, so why wouldn't we put some mine stuff around? I kind of want to like almost encase it in like a building or like walls or something, but I don't trust myself to build those. Wait a minute. I can change the color to make them match the ride. I always forget that I can do that. All right, well, there we go. Hooray. It is raining a lot in here. Good lord. We're on May year 1. I think we're doing pretty good so far. Let me get my advertisements back up. Put up a maze. I want to build some cheap, easy rides to get like the amount that we can charge for the park up. Alright, yeah, we're gonna make it brick because that kind of matches the factory thing. Go ahead and open that bad boy. And I encase it in these castle things. There we go. Yeah. You know what I don't have? Benches and stuff. I don't have a lot of benches. I always talk about how the parks never give me benches and whatnot. Now I'm not putting benches in my park. Alright, let's see about building another coaster or something. Actually, we just unlocked water theming, so let's build a log flume. And yeah, build a log flume and get a water ride in here. Alright, now I kind of put this entrance in a stupid place, so now I have to figure out path. Hang on. Hey, look at that, I did it. And we're actually doing pretty good on money. We've actually been turning a pretty consistent profit. That's great. Oh, right, I should probably figure out how much I have to add to my park entrance fee now that the log flume is here. We get to add $10 to our park entrance fee now that the log flume is here. That's great. That'll help us a lot. Are my advertisements still going? No, my advertisements ran out. Hang on. Now I want to do another flat ride. I kind of want to balance like the gentle rides and the roller coasters a little bit and like make sure that I have a consistent ride output basically. So what if we sit the roller coaster, or not the roller coaster, this is not a roller coaster, good lord, what if we sit the merry-go-round right on top of this little thing? Yeah, I don't want to make everything just like gray and boring. I want to make some stuff like interesting colors and whatnot, so because I like colors. Fun fact about me is that I actually went to college for animation, and now I'm doing math-based stuff like this. My entire family wanted me to be an engineer. Like, oh, you're so good at math. Why don't you do engineering? And I'm like, I only like engineering in the form of Roller Coaster Tycoon. That's it. I'm not even good at it. So the most we can charge for the park is $48 because that's the most that guests have spawned within this scenario. Right now we're at 34, so we can charge some $14 more once we build another ride or two. Oh yeah, I was gonna put some scenery on the log flume, I forgot. So we unlocked the water stuff, so I want to put some water thingies on here. Hell yeah, now we've got a waterfall going. Actually, you know what would probably look good if I did some land editing? Like do a little bit of, oh, it's not gonna let me do it because of the things in the way, but I was gonna say like if I can put like a lake or something down here for the waterfall to go into, that'd look fucking sweet. Can't see anything though. Oh wait, this is my adjust land thing. I was like, why won't it let me do it? I wasn't even on the right tool. That would explain a lot. I was on my bulldozer and I was like, why is it saying it's gonna delete my waterfalls? It's because I'm not on the right thingy. I can't see shit. Hang on. I'm like, I want to get better at building scenery and stuff, and then I have a cool idea, and then I start doing the idea, and I'm like, now I know why I never do this. Okay, wait, no, yeah, okay, so I carved out a little pond thing there, and now we raised the water level. Now I need to put all of my... Stop it. Now I need to hide everything again. Alright. Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now that I did it. Now the waterfall has a water to fall down into. Oh, wait. I think it deleted some of my waterfall. Damn it. It did. Now I have to put my waterfall back. If it will let me, of course. Okay, good enough. I think I messed up the waterfall a little bit there, but good enough. Actually, I'm not quite done. I want to put something over here. Here? No, yeah, I do want to put it there. There we go. Yeah, yay. Okay. Wow, we're already at 926 guests, and we're already in August year 1, and we're actually doing pretty great on money. That rules. Okay, let's build another coaster or something. The spiral roller coaster. I was going to be like, oh, we haven't built one of those. Then I remembered we actually have built one of those. So I am trying to figure out what I want to build now. Actually, yeah, what the hell. We'll build a spiral coaster. Let's go. Alright, there's our spiral coaster. Building the path to this thing is going to be interesting. I can already tell. Even though I put block breaks there, it's not letting me do more than one train. Huh, oh well. Let me remove the block breaks then, because there's no point in having them if there's not more than one train. I feel like this one is going to have a high nausea rating because of all the curly cues and stuff. While that's testing, let me do my stuff, my advertisements. Okay, yeah, not too bad stats. 4.61, or 5.61, 4.09. It's pretty good. I avoided the high intensity rating by only doing one lift hill. I was watching a Marcel Voss video, which if you don't know who Marcel Voss is, if you watch any roller coaster tycoon content at all, yes you do, because he is like the roller coaster tycoon guy. I was watching a Marcel Voss video about his Hadeland park, or whatever that park is called. It's the next park that I gotta do after this. And he was talking about how he builds his coaster designs and how he controls the speed of his roller coasters by only doing one lift hill so that the roller coasters don't end up too intense. And I was like, hey, why don't I try doing that on a coaster? So that's what I did with this. Ha! So that spiral coaster allows us to charge $10 more for our perk, so we're now almost at the max. The max is $48 that we can charge before guests just stop paying it and walk away, and we're at 44 right now, so that's good. I should put some scenery around this. Yay, we're the safest park in the country. That's awesome. This is actually going way better than my first playthrough on this, and I haven't even deleted any of the scenery to get more money. Dang. I was gonna say, what if we put the mini roller coasters on top of this thing, but they won't let me go that high. Dang it. We have like 3 different car rides, but we haven't built a mini coaster before, or not a mini coaster, we haven't built a mini helicopter ride before, so I put one of those in. And you know what? Putting those skycopters in, those mini copters, lets us charge the maximum price of $48 for our park. So now we can't raise it anymore. Technically we could, but all of the people who spawn with just $48 in their pocket would walk away. So obviously we want to make sure that they have money to come into the park, or else we'd have fewer guests actually stopping in. We're up to $31, $32,000. That's a $31. Yeah, that's all we have. We just keep turning a profit, Dane. I was expecting this one to be horrible and like go so bad, but this is actually way easier. Like this has been easier than Three Monkeys Park was. Or what was that other one that I struggled with a lot that like stressed me out? Trinity Island? No. Whitewater Park. That's right, Whitewater Park. Because I built the mine train coaster and couldn't make money on that one. Whitewater Park was the one that stressed me out. And I was expecting Factory Capers to be awful because of the first time I played it. I was like, oh my god, this is the worst scenario in the world. And it's been great. I've been doing really good at it. And since I said it, why don't we build a mini roller coaster? There we go, that took me a little bit to get, but see it go. I gotta build the entrance and exit, I forgot. Let me do some adjustments to this one. Oh damn it, now it's going backwards. It can't get over that hill. Shit. Okay, well, you know. Okay, yeah. Still not great stats on that one, but that one break there did knock the lateral G's down a lot, so that's good. I've been saying so that's good a lot in this video. I hope you guys are taking your shots. I don't actually hope that. Like I said in the last one, don't do that. On Factory Capers, we actually get an extra advertisement because we can advertise free entry into the park. We can do free vouchers for free entry into the park as an advertising campaign. Which is funny because we can also do vouchers for free rides on a particular ride, which we don't have in this park. We don't charge for any of the rides. We just charge for the entrance, which is kind of hilarious. Alright, now we don't have anything particularly intense, and I know kind of my goal with some of the roller coasters was specifically to avoid higher intensity ratings, but now I'm kind of like, the guests that do like the more extreme rides don't really have a lot of stuff to go on because everything's kind of just like a mid-intensity rating. So I kind of do want to build a bigger, more intense coaster. Yeah, like that's medium intensity rating, that's medium, that's high intensity rating, but that's only a 5.4 as far as the high intensity rating goes. So I do want to build kind of like a bigger roller coaster, try to get it up to like maybe a 6 or a 7 intensity rating. So let's go with something that can do inversions. Let's go with the looping roller coaster and we'll try to put one of those together. Yeah, I don't know where I want it though. Do I want it more towards the front of the park or more towards the back of the park? I don't have a lot in the back of the park right, but I kind of like the idea of it going over this like lawn space, like maybe 3 were above the tubes here and like over the Ferris wheel and the maze and stuff. So I kind of like it in the front of the park as well. Oh wow, we can put that station way up in the air. Okay, yeah, let's do it in the front of the park. Alright, I had to walk away from that one for a bit to watch a Marcel Voss video about how to build interlocking loops. Now we see if it works. No, it can't get around the second loop. Alright, hang on. Let me make my booster track faster. That should help it. So I think our advertisements ran out when we were trying to build that. Oh, it's so close. Hang on. I'm nervous because I can't do the booster track too fast because it goes around that small turn there. Let me see if I can't rectify this coaster in any way. Okay, yeah, there's definitely a way to do it. I just have to get this part back. We're well above the guest goal. It's only September year 2. We're well above the guest goal, and we have $40,000 in the bank, and it's only September year 2, and our park rating is, I think, at the maximum. Oh, 982, almost at the maximum. So we are completely free to dick around a little bit. All right, there we go. That's looking better. Watch this train. Make sure it makes it around the loops. No, what the hell? Why is it not fast enough? All right, hang on. This is annoying. Very annoying. Come on. I have an idea. I accidentally closed down the wrong ride. I was trying to close down this one so I can edit it. I have an idea. I hope it works. Alright, yes, it can get around the loops now. That's awesome. Alright. Yes, 7.22 excitement rating. Yes. And a 5.91. That's actually a lower intensity rating than I actually wanted it to have. I wanted it to get higher than that. Oh well, I'll take it. After how long I spent on that one, I will take it. You know what? There's this little square here. I want to put something in that square. What should we put in that square? We have a launch free fall. I think that would be a good one to put there. I'm trying to build a building around it. It's not going great at the moment. I think there's a little discrepancy there. There might have to be a little gap there. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm trying to build like this big glass building so that you can still see in and they can still see out. And it looks like kind of, I called it pressure gauge because of the way it sounds, because the little steam thing it releases. So the idea is that it's supposed to be like encased in glass, like an actual like meter on a gauge would be, like the pressure gauges on pools and whatnot, other machinery. That's kind of the idea behind it. I'm still mad that we have that little gap there. Oh well, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. This roof is making me mad. I can't get it. There we go. Now we're getting places. Now we're getting places. Okay. And I found a way to fill in that little gap little gap. You can see it. You can still see the gap, but at least it's filled in. Everything's all covered with glass. So there we go. There's our building around pressure gauge. So now it's all encased in glass. That looks fucking sick. And we still have space here, so the magic carpet ride in. Okay, yeah, we've got almost twice the guest goal, and we've got a ton of money. And we have maximum park rating, so we can basically do whatever we want. Let's put a corkscrew coaster in, because those are really fun for me to build. And we have money and time and space for it. So let's do it. There we go, that's a pretty small one, but I kind of like the way it goes over this yellow one here. Yeah, okay, 5.58 excitement rating, 6.74 intensity rating. That's pretty good. Now we're getting some higher intensity rating stuff out for the people who like that. We have 2,400 guests and $66,000. This is so stupid. I was like, this is going to be so hard. It's going to be so impossible to build anything. And it's literally like the easiest thing that we've ever done. We have construction rights outside the park boundary. I think we do, because I think I have put a couple stuff over the park boundaries. Okay, yeah, so we can't purchase any more land, but we do have construction rights to this entire area, so we can build something out here. That's stupid. This is so stupid. Everything about this situation doesn't make sense. Like, I was so ready for this to be the hardest, one of the hardest parks we've done because of how badly I struggled with it the last. Yeah, I can build out here. Huh, weird. Trying to figure out which way I want to orient my station. I went a little bit unhinged with that one. I'm not sure what all that is. Oh well. I can never build a normal wooden roller coaster. They always look so stupid. I get a little bit too crazy with the turns. This one I tried. I was like, I'm not gonna go crazy with the turns. And I lied to myself. I did. Yeah, excitement 6.01, intensity rating 7.71. Okay, so now this is the higher intensity roller coaster. I was actually trying to make the looping coaster more intense and it didn't work. And then I tried to make this one like more normal and it's more intense. That's just the way it goes. I put in some flying saucers and named it after my cat, who is named after Marvin the Martian. My friends and I make fun of Marvin all the time because he's one of the stupidest looking cats in the world. He looks like he's constantly on drugs. And he's kind of a mean little bastard, but I do love him. Alright, it's September. I think we've got time for another coaster. How about the Wild Mouse? Because I was talking in the last video about how I prefer to build the regular Wild Mouse as opposed to the wooden Wild Mouse, and we actually have the regular Wild Mouse in this park, so that's great. Hang on, let me just verify where my construction rights are because I almost went over them. So we could put it right here and it'd be fine. There we go, I'm pretty happy with that design. It's not that big, but it's big enough to be pretty exciting, I think. And I made sure to put what I feel like is an appropriate amount of brakes on it so that it controls the speed of the ride. I did do 2 lift hills on it because I wanted it to be bigger, so I feel like we've built a lot of pretty small designs, so I'm like, the Wild Mouse can be a little bit bigger as a treat. Ooh, yeah, very high intensity rating. I still can't get the Modest Mouse. Wow, I called it. That's my favorite band, Modest Mouse. I still can't get the Wild Mouse to work for me. But hey, I can still keep it one of these days. I figure if I build enough of these things, eventually I'll have to figure it out. I'll have to actually figure out how to do it. I named it the Horrors because my grandma, my Nana, is terribly afraid of mice. And whenever she saw one in her house, she'd scream, "The Horrors! The Horrors!" And so I figured that's a good name for a very intense mouse-based ride. The Horrors. Because it makes you scream. I've had the dinosaur scenery unlocked and I haven't put a single dinosaur in the park, and I'm appalled at myself, so here's a Triceratops. Yay, we did it! Yeah, we smashed the guest goal. We had 2,800 guests and maximum park rating. So we completely smashed that. That went way better than I thought that it would. I really thought, you know, it's gonna be awful because of the first time I did it, and it was awesome. We have 7,100 in the bank. Some of my scenery did turn green. I don't know how that happened. That turned green, and then there was a tile on the pressure gauge wall that turned green that I went through and fixed. I could fix that one, but I'm not going to. You'll just have to live with that being green for now. So, yeah, that's what the park looks like. That is pretty good. I built a lot of stuff, and I tried more with scenery items, and so I'm pretty happy with this one. I think one thing I would do if I kept playing this park is like expand more this way, because I'm pretty sure we have construction rights to this right here, and I don't like having that big block of space empty between the Wild Mouse and the wooden coaster. So I'd find something to put there, probably another coaster or something. But yeah, that was Factory Capers, my least favorite scenario that actually turned out to be the best video that we've done. Like, as far as guest goal and park rating goes, like, our guests are still going up. We're almost at 3,000 now. My roller coasters weren't great, so I'm still going to call them mediocre in this one, even though we did smash our goals. I feel like the roller coasters were pretty mid. Subscribe for more mediocre roller coasters, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.